Hey everyone, how's everyone doing out there? Last night, I had actually made my stuffed bell pepper recipe. So I had some leftover. These are my leftovers. And from doing that, I had some leftover meat that has not been used. So I had to decide what to do with it. I could either make egg rolls out of them or make a bitter melon soup. So I decided to make a bitter melon soup because it is freezing today, freezing cold. So I thought it would be nice for dinner. It'll keep us nice and warm. That's what I'm going to do. If you haven't watched my other video on the stuffed green bell peppers, then please go ahead and do that. And in that video, it'll show you how to make the meat mixture and add the seasonings and all that. Okay, so for the bitter melon soup recipe, you'll need that meat mixture, which is the pork and it has all that stuff in it. And then this I bought this morning at the Asian grocery store, and for the two it only cost me $1.33. It was 79 cents a pound, so $1.33. That's pretty darn cheap, right, to make a soup, and all you need is the meat. Okay, you need some for garnishing. You need some chopped cilantro and chopped green onions, and for you'll also need to add to the soup some fish sauce, black pepper and salt to taste, and some of this stuff. Let's see if I can. Let's see, I can get close up on here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. The granulated chicken flavor soup base mix. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so first go ahead and wash your bitter melons and then cut the tips off right here. And then for the smaller one, I'm going to cut it in 2/3. And I don't have that much meat in here, so I'll probably use 3 or 4. I'm not too sure how much I can stuff into these bitter melons. But whatever's left over of the bitter melons, I'll use to stir fry with some egg tomorrow. Alright, so let me go ahead and finish doing this, and once I cut them into smaller pieces, then you'll just take the stuff inside and then scoop it out. This is how I normally take the insides out. For example, this here, I would just cut around as so, like that. Cut all the way around, and then it's going to look like this. And then I just simply push the insides out with my thumb, and it just all comes out. See? That's how I do it. So again, just use a small knife and just cut all the way around. I'm sorry, I have one hand, so I can't show you. But just go ahead and cut all the way around, and then just use your thumb and then push it all out the other end. Oopsie. Alright, now we're going to stuff the bitter melons, and just simply take some and put it on in the middle. For the meat mixture, I just want to mention, if you have some fish paste, then yeah, go ahead and use it and add it to the meat mixture. But I don't have any, so if you don't, that's fine. You can use it without it. But the fish paste would make it the meat moister. Or more moist. I don't know if you can say moister, but more moist, and it'll keep everything. It'll act like a glue, and it'll make everything stick together. But it's not necessary. I mean, I'm just saying, if you have the fish paste, go ahead and use it and add it to the meat mixture. So we're simply just gonna put some of the meat mixture into the bitter melon, and don't cram it in, because remember, it's going to expand, so it does need some room to do that. Just lightly stuff some inside, like so. And so I got 3 done, and I got a little bit more meat left, so maybe I can make another 2 more. So let me go ahead and finish that. With that little bit of meat that I had left over, I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of bitter melon. And like I said, I have some left over here, and that's going to be stir fried with some egg tomorrow. We don't want this to go to waste, right? Alright, so let's bring a pot of water to boil. So I already went ahead and started. I'll turn the heat back up so it comes to a boil. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt. Let me go ahead and pour a little bit of salt in here. Okay, And then I'm going to add 1 spoon of that granulated chicken flavor base mix. I'm going to do 1 big spoon. That. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of fish sauce. And at the end you want to taste it and adjust it. But for right now, this is what I'm going to do. Alright, and once this comes to a boil, then I'll go ahead and add the bitter melons into the soup. You can see that the soup has come to a boil, so let's go ahead and add our bitter melons. Okay, so you can see that it's come back to a boil, so let's go ahead and lower the heat and cover it and simmer for about 20 minutes. We'll check back then. Alrighty, it's been 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and turn off the heat and take the lid off. There we have it. Okay, it's time to taste. Oh, it's fogging up my camera. Don't fog. Alright. It's time to taste and adjust, as always. So let's take a little bit of some of the soup here. Perfect. So I don't need to adjust it. Really good. Yeah, if you happen to find it too salty for you, just add a little bit more water. If you find it not to be salty enough, add a little bit more salt or fish sauce. Okay, now we're just going to add some of the chopped green onions and cilantro. There we go. There we have it. Add some black pepper to the top. Alright, so there you go. Bitter melon soup, Canh Kho Qua. It's so, like I said, it's really cold today, so this is going to be really delicious and going to keep us nice and warm. It is an acquired taste. It has the word bitter in it, bitter melon, so be prepared for that. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos. Have a fantastic day, and as always, I'll see you later, alligator. Bye!